Hello, I'm IBXToycat, and this is 5 tips to help you do better in Minecraft X360 PvP for PvP minigames such as the Walls, Hunger Games, etc. So let's jump straight into it with tip number 1, which is know your equipment, know how powerful it is, etc. And the simplest way to think about this is just look at these two things, and this is the order you should take swords in, gold being the weakest, diamond being the strongest, and this is the order you should take armor in, with leather being the weakest and diamond being the strongest, as always. So to go more in depth in that, a diamond sword will take 3 hits to kill, an iron sword will take 4 hits to kill, a stone sword will take 4, a wooden and a gold will take 5. So if you're wondering what makes a iron better than a stone, it's actually half heart more powerful, but that doesn't match against an unarmored opponent. If there is armor involved, a iron will usually be better. But early game, a stone sword can go to town just as much as an iron sword. So if you see someone with an iron sword early game, it really doesn't matter too much because you can still do some crazy stuff to them. So they'll think they're invincible, even though they will be just as vulnerable as you. So that's my tips as far as swords are concerned. Obviously, try and get the furthest ones to the right. Gold is actually really weak. A lot of people seem to think it's more powerful than iron, though it's actually the weakest. The same strength as wooden anyway, but less durable. So always go wooden over gold, unless you want to get the mid-level enchantments, the high-level enchantments. But that's a little more complicated, and I'll cover that next in tip number 2. But next thing you want to worry about is armor. So armor, a full set of leather armor will protect you 30% from damage, or reduce damage by 30% I should say, and diamond armor will reduce the damage taken by 80%. So that might seem like only 50% difference, which isn't as much as you might figure, but diamond, an 80% reduction will mean it takes 5 times more hits to kill you, whereas 30% is 1.3 times the hits to kill you, which means a diamond sword will take 4 hits to kill someone with full leather armor on, and 15 to kill someone, or roughly 15 to kill someone with full diamond. So probably worth going for the best armor you can get. It makes a lot more bigger difference than a lot of people seem to notice or realize. So if you see someone with armor, even if you have a iron sword, they have a wooden sword, they're still probably going to win that fight if it's anywhere near good armor. And if you want to work out the armor percentage protection you can get on the go, let me just quickly show you with diamond, just a few random pieces. As you can see in the bottom left, above your health bar, you obviously know the iron, protection bar. Now basically, the number of chest plates that are full, for instance I have 6.5, times that by 8, so 6.5 times 8, just off the top of my head, that's 52%, so just over 50. That means all damage taken by me will be reduced by 52%, which is just over half, so a diamond sword will take 6 hits to kill me, a iron sword will take roughly 7 or 8, and a stone sword will take 8, and wooden or a golden sword will take 10. So that's how much this particular set will protect me. If you get really good, if you want to get that extreme level of good, you can try and work out on the go how much protection someone has based on what they have. But that's just extreme pro level Hunger Games that I don't really do myself. But if you want to, the option is always there. So yeah, that's tip number 1. Know your armor values, know your sword values, sorry, and know how that works out and stuff. So tip number 2 is enchanting. Enchanting's a thing a lot of people get wrong, because basically, a lot of people go for the higher level enchantments thinking, oh, I'll just go for level 6 enchantment on my sword and just hope for the best. And that's actually not smart, because level 1 enchantment is the best one you can do for swords, bows, and armor for the most part, because although you're slightly more likely to get stuff like knockback, it's still very rare, and you're more likely to get stuff like Bane of Arthropods, let me quickly show you, Bane of Arthropods, or stuff like that, which you really don't want on your sword, because it doesn't affect you against players. At level 1, you're most like on it. Okay, for instance, on a bow, you're 100% likely to get power 1 at level 1, which is what you want. On a sword, you're about 90% chance to get sharpness 1 at level 1, and on a chest plate, you're about 80% chance to get protection 1, which is, those are the 3 enchantments you want. You just want protection 1, sharpness 1, or power 1. The other enchantments, they're not too useful for PvP, whereas, sharpness is a all-round helper out. It will turn a stone sword into a iron/diamond sword, and a bow of power on can almost one hit. So it's crazy the damage you can do with that sort of stuff. So yeah, enchant at level 1 just all the time. Just remember that. Just burn that into your eyeballs or something. Enchant at level 1, because then you can also, since that can serves your levels. If you're level 6, you can enchant all of your armor once, plus your bow, plus your sword, and just be a all-round wrecking machine. And enchantments are really powerful. A lot of people don't appreciate that. So tip number 3 is the poison potions, the healing potions, the Swiftness potion, and the Harming potion. They're the 4 potions you want to deal with the most in Hunger Games and stuff. Obviously, there are map-specific potions like Fire Resist on maps covered in lava. Potions of slowing on maps where it's necessary. But these are the 4 ones that matter on all maps all the time. So let's talk about how to use them, because a lot of people do make mistakes with that. So Swiftness. I'd recommend Swiftness, just as soon as you find it, as long as, you know, you intend to attack someone within the next, for instance, this is a 3-minute potion, as long as you intend to attack someone somewhat soon, I'd recommend having it, because if you get attacked by someone, you can outrun them. If you want to attack someone, you can continually run into them, and it makes you a super, super strong force. As long as you're not just completely outclassed, you can win pretty much any engagement you go into if you have Swiftness on, so don't underestimate Swiftness. It's really, really, really good. Next up is Poison. Poison is something I'd recommend putting on right in the middle, the early battle. A really cool tip for a Poison Potion is actually to throw it at them, then to run away a little, so they run away and try and hide, and then to chase them as they try and hide. And because Poison will only take you down to half heart, it won't actually kill you. You can though get them on that half a heart and just finish them off, and it's crazy, crazy, crazy to have that happen. So what I'd recommend you do is throw poison, run away, then chase them back until they're on half heart, and then you can win no matter what. If you have a potion of harming or a bow, it will help you out, but you don't necessarily need it. Anyway, the final one is a potion of harming. So this is usually used instead of a bow, because the problem with a bow is you need very, very precise things. You actually have to hit them directly, whereas a splash potion, you can actually hit anywhere near them and they will do the damage. So if they've just retreated from a fight where they're on their lone health, for instance, this actually works quite well with poison, to get that final hit off, then you can use it, get the final hit, and then just take all their stuff and be really nice. Obviously, a bow can be used as a backup if it doesn't work, but I would strongly recommend having a potion of harming if you can find one, and just using that for the final hit, because it's super, super powerful. No one sees it coming, and it's just it's brutal. It's brutal. Also, just a pro tip for aiming potions, I would recommend. First of all, leading the shot. I'll try and shoot on a cow. It's a little less effective, but try and lead your shot a little. So if they're moving this way, aim it, throw it like maybe there, and also throw it at their feet, not their body. Because if you try and throw the body, you might go over their head. 2, they'll move faster, and it will just hit a wall behind them. Whereas if you aim at the floor, even if they're not that close to it, you'll still get them. So let's throw on there. As you can see, it still gets the cow anyway, and still does the cow how much damage a harming potion does. So yeah, lead your shots with potions. It will help you out, and you'll appreciate it. You'll be like, yeah, Toycat saved my life that day. So tip number 4 is as far as food goes. It's a slightly less useful tip, and it does work for survival as well. But basically, it's basically regarding food. If you're going to go into a fight, always use meat before. Even if you have 1 hunger, unused, always use meat before a fight, because it has higher saturation value. And to quickly explain saturation, there are 3 types of food. Basically, it's actually a specific value, but basically there's high saturation food, medium saturation food, and low saturation food. And what saturation does is it stops your hunger going down for longer. So if you go into a fight, you can stay above 9 or 10 without having to stop and eat. Which obviously, if you're trying to hit someone with a sword, stopping to eat's not your number 1 priority. So if you eat high saturation food before a fight, you're gonna last on your 10 or 9 longer. You're gonna be regenerating longer, and it will usually make the difference between winning or losing if it's a fair fight or so. If you're wondering how saturation works, the low saturation foods are the melons, the cookies, and stuff like that. The medium saturation food is breads and fish, and the high saturation food is cooked meat mainly. Obviously, it's a little more complicated than that. If you want to look up the exact values for food, you can use the Minecraft. We can do so, but basically, just eat cooked meat before you go into a fight. Also, if there's a lit fight occurring in literally less than 5 seconds, a golden apple can be handy, because it gives you 5 seconds regeneration, which, if they're hitting back really hard in the first 5 seconds, then you can obviously just take that and go straight back into them with a sword and do your magic there. So tip number 5, basically this is, it might seem like a bit of a cop-out one, but basically connection is a super big part of Minecraft combat. You obviously know this if you played PC, but not everyone, it's even bigger on Xbox because of lag issues, but basically, try and get a better connection is the simplest way to put this one. If you want to know the simple way to do that, if you're using a wireless connection right now, or using the Xbox 60 wireless adapter, just switch to an Ethernet cable. It can help you out improve your connection by 20 to 30% even sometimes, and that can make the difference between lagging a lot and barely lagging at all. So definitely recommend that. Other than that, maybe splash out on some extra internet, it's definitely worth paying money to win in Minecraft PvP. I know that much for a that much for a fact, just buy the best internet you can get, because you need to win Minecraft PvP. Other than that, just try not to play against people from different countries and stuff. Just try and stick to people that have good pings to you, and try and work out any issues there are on the internet. because internet is such a massive part of it. Just try and make sure your internet's ideal, because otherwise all the other tips, even if you're a brilliant Hunger Games player, if you don't have good internet, there's nothing you can do with that. So that's tip number 5. Another little pro tip that's outside the game that you can try and fix to make yourself a little bit better is buying a headset. It doesn't matter as much as in an FPS game such as Call of Duty or Battlefield, but if you have a headset, you can hear people and you can do some crazy things. So you can be like, oh, I heard someone opening a chest 30 blocks over there. I'm going to quickly run that way. Headsets can allow you to do that. I have a headset myself, and it comes in handy every now and then. I'm like, yeah, I have a headset. That's so silly for Minecraft. But if you do want to buy a headset, give yourself that 10% better because you want to be a Minecraft professional PvP player or something. I would recommend the Turtle Beach X12s because I use them right now, and they're the usual problem with Turtle Beach headsets is they're not durable at all, but the X12s are actually quite durable, so definitely recommend getting them because they are really good sound quality in my opinion, and they're also quite low price. So I'll link an Amazon link for US and UK in the description if you want to buy them. Then I'd recommend clicking on that and buying them. But obviously that is just a 10% thing, as I said before. Anyway, hopefully these 5 PvP tips help you out for PvP in Minecraft. They are slightly smaller than my creative tips video, but obviously PvP, even being 10% better, is the difference between winning a Hunger Games match and getting killed in the first 10 seconds by someone with a stone sword that's enchanted while you try and use your gold sword, which you think is better, or something along those lines. Anyway, yeah, if you enjoyed the video, like it, share it or something, if you want people to get better at PvP as well, so you can be extreme MLG together or something, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, and goodbye.